Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to Finch's Flight. In the last episode, Finch went into the mines for the very first time. He tried to find some of those super special shiny gemstones for the moles, but unfortunately all he was really able to accomplish was a little bit of extra training. I guess that's not too unfortunate after all. That means that he can hit harder, and that means that all of those battles on the borders should be a little bit easier for him to take care of. Our strategy of pushing into the southern portions of the territory seems to be working out a little bit better for us, because we don't have to worry about quite so many reinforcements. In fact, today is one of the very first days, Galen, that we're not going to have to ask for your help, because we have just enough health points to take us into our next battles. In my earlier days, I experimented with extracting colorful dyes from all manner of plants. Oh, I swear we were just talking about this. We figured that he must have dyed his fur with the blueberries. I figured that if we could just learn to place a dye on a leaf in a delicate and intricate pattern, we can encode all sorts of knowledge upon it. Oh, he's actually talking about writing on leaves? Perhaps we could even pass on our research and wisdom to further generations? If one knew how to read the leaves, they could also be able to create their own versions. Oh my gosh, so he's trying to make his own books full of research. That is a very, very ambitious little guy. But I never discovered a dye nor a leaf that was permanent enough. Each would crack or fade with time. Alright, we're gonna have to keep that in mind. If there's any way for us to help Galen with his research, or to help him preserve his research rather, then we're definitely going to want to give that a shot. And hello, Griffin, my new little friend. Look at this, he's warming up to us. You got something I need to know? I highly doubt it. I don't even know what to say to you. You're certainly not easy to break, Finch. Yeah, that's right, Griffin. We're not going anywhere anytime soon. We're gonna be your best friends someday, whether you like it or not. Let's go up to Claudius too, because we did leave some delicious bunnies right next to his door. He goes to bed so early for a guard. I guess he has to get his beauty sleep one way or another. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're up to 5 stars with Claudius already. Finch, my liege, what do you require of me? Work hard, but rest harder. That is like his motto or something. He always looks so embarrassed that he says it, but he's just looking out for Finch. We know that he always has our best interests in heart. Now, tomorrow is actually a very special day for our leader of the Feather Colony, because it just so happens to be his birthday. So while we head down toward the southern portions of the map to fight those battles, I also want to keep my eyes out for some special little ingredients. I'm hoping to catch some more frogs, because I think that would be a nice thing for a Finch to potentially use as gifts on his birthday. I just really want to see if anybody else in the colony is going to enjoy frogs as much as Finch does. So it might be a bit of a strange gift, but it's his birthday, so he gets to call the shots. I guess I would kind of liken it to maybe requesting something like carrot cake on your birthday. Like, not everybody is going to be into it, but if it's what you like, then I guess it's what you're going to get. But there we go, we managed to defeat our first battle. We had to use all of our abilities in the process though, so we might want to hold off on this one until we have more to spare. I'm glad that some of our guards managed to survive, and we'll have to see if any of them have noticed any of those frogs hopping around the highlands. Oh, I think that green arrow means that there should be a frog somewhere on the screen. Alright, Finch, you can't let this one get away. There we go. Of course, he would be just fine at pouncing on frogs. He has had quite a bit of practice in his time. Now, in the last episode, we went down into the swamplands to find more snake lilies, and we actually had a pretty successful run. So I think there's a good possibility that we have already picked up basically everything that has grown so far. But if there's anything else special lurking down in the swamps, then I figure we might as well give it a shot. We'll see if we can find some more frogs hopping around here too, because this is one of the best places for us to come across them. Though it's also one of the better places for us to find enemies these days, because the Mystic Colony is definitely not too happy that we've been stealing their plants. I'm thinking that we should probably consider making a garden soon too. Not only would that help us make our very own gifts for cats like Griffin, but then we would be able to grow our own herbs, so at least we would have something in the winter. Oh, and look at this! One of the Mystic Colony cats is actually out by the stones. Oh geez, and we have an enemy coming after us too! Oh, this is interesting. Savannah is going to watch on from a distance as we fight her cats. Oh no, there's a ton of them out here. Okay, Savannah, I don't think we're going to be able to talk to you if you call in any more reinforcements. And she's actually leaving too. Well, we're going to have to take some of our golden seals. Maybe try to take out Crimson at least, if we can catch him off guard. But his buddy is much faster than he is. Yeah, we're going to have to pick up that Mew and then scoot right on out of here. Finch is also super hungry, so that means he's running a bit slower too. And there you are, Savannah. Gosh, I wonder what she thinks of all of the commotion. Hey there, how are things going? You've traveled pretty far to get here, right? What was your journey like? I'm a bit of an explorer myself, so I'm always looking for new ideas for my next adventure. Oh, please do come up into the Highlands someday. I wouldn't mind if you left your guards at home, but we would love to see you come visit. The cold of winter is a reminder of life's inevitable seasons of bitterness and trial. Oh, Lissa must be having a little bit of trouble down here too then? And how about you, Oracle? We've actually seen plenty of guards with her same coat, so I wonder if she's sending off her little minions to do her dirty work. I saw you're coming from afar. What is it that you seek? If you bear gifts for the Mystic Colony, you can hand them over to me. Don't cause any trouble for me, and I'll end up liking you a lot more in the end. Don't worry, Oracle. Despite the fight that we got into on our way here, we are actually not looking for any trouble whatsoever. We're just poking around for some potential snake lily gifts, and I bet Crampy would be just the sort of cat who would know where they are. Greetings, young kitten. Do you mind if I put leeches on your tail? It's for science, and I think it would be funny. Or I could do it myself, but then what will I do tomorrow? Maybe I could scare kittens by jumping out of bushes again. Yes, that sounds good. Oh, you're still here? What do you require? I've been told I am a strange cat, but the Mystic Colony took me in as one of their own. If you're ever looking to join up with our colony, try talking to Oracle. You'll need to be well trusted first, though. Oh, Crampy, are you trying to maybe lure us into your colony? That's very interesting. We're certainly not at a high enough reputation with them to do so, and we're not going to be doing so anytime soon with our hands full up in the Highlands. But I'm surprised that he was trying to convince us nonetheless. Maybe he's trying to fill the void left behind by Griffin, because I still do wonder if perhaps he may have been involved with the Mystic Colony. Is that a cardinal? Oh my gosh, a cardinal. Oh, we have to try to catch this. This would be perfect to sell for the extra mews, of course. We have to be very careful. Oh, there we go, just in time. I think Dean may have been trying to catch that too. He had the same bright red fur as the colorful feathers of the cardinal, so maybe those are his favorite. But it's ours for the taking now, and we can sell that straight off to Coco for the mews for maybe a little birthday gift for Finch. I'm actually hoping that we might have enough to buy one of the accessories in the forest colony. It's been a while since we've done any shopping, so I'm not quite sure how much they cost. But if the cardinals are as valuable as the blue jays, then I don't think we have too much to worry about. For that matter, maybe Penny will have even left some extra little blue jay gifts out for Finch for his birthday, of course. So we might be able to snag up a couple more of those to bring back to our colony. She's probably not going to be making too much use of them anyway, what with her recent retirement and all. She has other things on her mind. Now, most of our skills have recharged, but I'm not sure if we're in quite a state to finish that next battle. I guess we might as well poke our heads in just in case. Maybe we can do a little bit of damage on the Mystic Colony to chip away at their influence. So we might be able to take over that tile with a little bit more ease in the future. Let's see how it goes. Last time I wasn't sure if we should poke our noses in or not. It actually went very, very well. And we would have missed out on quite a few potential mews had we not given it a try. So hopefully there's not too many cats to fight with. It is awfully late, so maybe they're getting tired. Actually, I think they might be. We're just down to 2 twins over here. All right, excellent, you guys. Thank you very much. We're going to go ahead and warp us straight back home now, and then munch on a little bit of supper, of course, because Finch has a very, very big day planned for the morning. His birthday is just around the corner. So as hard as it might be, why don't you go ahead and curl up to sleep, little guy? Get some rest. So we'll have time to prepare all of your little froggy gifts when the sun rises. We only have 3 frogs in our inventory, so I think we'll have Finch munch on one of these lovely toads. He'll have a toad birthday breakfast. And then we'll go say hello to Coco, so we can sell off that absolutely gorgeous cardinal. 48 mews for just 1 cardinal. Oh, that is absolutely perfect. So we're up to 156 now. Hopefully that's going to be enough for one of these special accessories for Finch to wear. Hello, Finch. You are a very welcome sight at my den. There's always a careful balance that must be struck between accessibility and security. The classical example is gates in a wall. More gates means more accessibility, but more wall means more security. Which do you prefer? Well, judging by our current landscape, I would say probably the gates, because we don't exactly have many walls to spare. Maybe he's trying to convince us to build some more walls in the future. We do need a little bit more security if we want to truly keep our borders safe. And hello, Griffin. You got something I need to know? I highly doubt it. Snow is the worst. Every toad in the forest must be buried under it by now. Oh, every toad in the forest? Is he trying to give us a little clue there? Just in time for Finch's birthday, too. Maybe he is actually going to enjoy the frogs more than I thought he would. Yeah, this is something a little bit special for you, Griffin. Oh my gosh, look at that. He really does love the frogs. Just as much as the snake lilies, in fact. Very, very interesting. Yeah, more and more I'm starting to think that he must have come from the swamplands, because he just seems to love all the things that we can find there. So maybe in spite of everything, he is feeling a little bit homesick. We'll have to remember to share our frogs with him in the future, though. We have finally found a little froggy buddy for Finch. Now how about you, Galen? Your actions are kind, thank you. Alright, so we didn't seem to like them quite as much as Griffin did, but at least he wasn't upset that we gave him one of our frogs. It is good to see you, Finch. Your kindness to me is appreciated more than you know. Oh, thank you, Galen. That's sweet to say on our birthday. Makes us feel very, very special. And Claudius, I almost forgot about you. You thought you could get out of it, but we're gonna share a nice big frog with you too. Thank you, Finch. That is so cute. All of our cats actually enjoy frogs, to some extent at least. So I guess they really picked the perfect place to settle down. The one thing that worries me, though, is that I think I saw some sneaky mountain cats right next to our territory. So I guess we're going to have to push them out right away. We do have some herbs on our side, but not very much food in our pockets. So I hope there's going to be some prey for us to catch down here too. We'll call in some more allies, use our lion's roar, because there are tons and tons of mountain cats out here. Yeah, we're going to have to try to catch them off guard if we want to win this one. We have to team up on these cats too. Unfortunately, most of them had scattered after our lion's roar. There we go, we just barely managed to squeak by with that one. So our heartlands are safe once more. I definitely don't like to see the mountain domain that close to our borders though. That was definitely very, very worrying. I guess that means that since we've kind of given up on pushing into their territory, They're taking it as the perfect time to retaliate. It'll be so much easier for us to truly fight back once the springtime rolls around. And now that we're over halfway done with this season, pretty soon we'll be able to get right back to herb collecting and get all of our resources in line. Let's pick up all of these berries so we have something to munch on our way to go visit our family. I hope we'll be able to find some more bunnies to pick up along the way too. Because while Scout might not enjoy the frogs, we do know that he would really appreciate it if we brought him a special little gift from the Highlands. I'm not sure if Penny does too much hunting up here anymore. Now that this is Finch's territory, maybe she's decided to leave it alone. So it might be harder for her to come across the bunnies that she knows her mate loves so much. Here we are, back on that familiar road again that should lead us straight over to our old home. Yeah, this just has to be like the most nostalgic trip for Finch ever. And I love how we have so many little birds to catch along the way. You can tell that this was the perfect place for Penny to set up camp. And there's those little blue jay gifts again, so don't mind if I do, Penny Cat. We will gladly accept that as a little birthday gift for Finch. Hello, Scout. Hey, buddy, what's new with you, Finch? You've always treated me very well, Finch. I appreciate that about you. I've got a lot of respect for any cat that's willing to give me more than a few minutes of their time. I know I'm a handful. Oh, Scout, we wouldn't forget to come visit you. Gotta make time for our father, no matter how far away you're living from the Highlands. I wonder if Elyrus has maybe seen Starling over the past few days? I'd imagine they probably still keep in contact, even if Starling is out having adventures of his own. Did you know that you can extract a pigment from some of the plants that grow around the forest? Oh my gosh, are you talking about the very same thing that Galen was? I've been doing a bit of experimenting lately, and I found a way to make a rich yellow color from some of the leaves. Maybe I'll pick up painting one of these days. Well, you should definitely talk to our healer Galen if you do. The only problem is that the pigments stain my paws terribly and they don't like to wash out very easily. Yeah, we have to get these two talking to each other. I bet if they put their heads together, they could probably find a way to make all of those books that Galen was hoping for. I don't mind hanging out with you, but you're kind of cramping my style. Hey Finch, do you want my trout? Oh my gosh, Missy. I was just about to say that's a little bit rude to tell a cat on his very own birthday, but then she gave us a lovely present of trout. That is too sweet. Good to see you out and about, Finch. Stay vigilant as you go about your duties today. I told Sarge to let you visit our colony because I see a great amount of potential in you. Few cats are awarded this privilege. Well, thank you, Mare. I guess that's kind of like a gift in itself, that we're allowed to come back into our old home, even though we're fighting with our own colony now. So Sarge let you in? That's mighty kind. Always feel free to stop by and chat with me if you're in the area. Will do, Doc. And you know, I bet he wouldn't mind if we pick up a couple of these marigolds too. Now speaking of Sarge, there you are. I thought I saw you over here before, guarding Penny's den, of course. It's good to see a friendly face, but I still must conduct my duties. Respect our rules and we'll respect you. Yeah, Finch knows them well. He always did follow the rules after all when he was in the forest colony. But Ember, I did actually want to check out your shop if you wouldn't mind. We're hoping to see how much your special accessories cost. Can't quite remember how many mews it was worth, but it looks like we can actually buy this red scarf. So if you guys watched Penny's adventures, when we were playing as her and Cattails, she always wore this red scarf. So I thought it would actually be fitting if we buy this for Finch too, almost as if she's passing it down to him on his birthday. There we go. Oh my gosh, it looks just perfect with Ruby following us too. A little red scarf to go with our little red ladybug. This is so cute and perfect for the season as well, because that means that Finch will be nice and toasty warm. He won't have to worry about catching any colds while he's hopping after his frogs. So that must have been nice for Finch to return home for a little while again. See all of those familiar faces, who certainly seem to be missing him, if their gifts are any indication. And speaking of which... Oh, Penny, have you been active out here after all? 2 twin squirrels left behind for somebody to scoop up. Very, very mysterious. So close to the fairy wood too. And this is where she loved to hunt, because there are often quite a few little doves. You know, this is actually the perfect place for Finch as well, because when there aren't doves to pounce on, there's usually some little frogs hopping around here too. So it's like the perfect mix of both of their interests. But I think Finch may have overstayed his welcome. It looks like the forest might be trying to push him out of their territory now. Well, I think we'll go ahead and take this one cat out, so we have a couple more mews to put in our back pocket. But after that, we are definitely going to have to return home. It has gotten far, far too late, and by the time Finch stumbles back to his den, his birthday is going to be completely over. Well, I still think he had a pretty good time. And it looks like we have just 1 toad left over in our secret little stash that we can have him munch on for supper, so he can go to bed with a nice full belly too. So now that we're nearing the end of winter, I think I might take the next couple days to just gather up our food supplies again, see if I can find some more prey in the highlands to bring back to our den, and then in the next episode, we'll go visit the Winter Festival to see what other new little treasures Coco might have discovered. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!